craft room addition is a cabin bed. My two grandsons come and stay regularly in the holidays. Jack's still in a cot bed, but Harry needs somewhere, and so he can stay up there, and all my craft essentials are stored underneath, and I have my patterns and knitting patterns at the end, and the sewing patterns and fabrics and all my other paraphernalia in these cupboards here. So that's good, and he can sleep up here, and then when I want to use it I can transform it by doing this. Well, my plan was to put a proper top across the top of the cabin bed and use it as a cutting table, but it's a little bit high and I don't want to make the cabin bed any shorter because all my cupboards fit underneath. So I've decided just to use the original tabletop that I had for my cutting table and my cutting mat, which is a little bit bent now because it's been on the cupboard under the bed. But most of the time I'm just going to leave it actually on the bed like that, and then when Harry and Jack come to stay I shall tuck it away out of the way and it will become a bed. And probably where I keep everything underneath will become a den. Nice little furry rug for them to sit on. Maybe I'll make a little curtain to go across there and it can be a proper den for them then. So that's the one side of my craft room, and obviously I've got all my yarn in that toy store from IKEA, and I have a sewing box there from Martin's mum, and my fabric scraps are in that basket there, building up for my puffy, which is here at the moment dangling on the back of my chair because I've got to do the base later on. And I've got my English paper piecing all set up. This is my little workstation. This arrived this morning. So this is a new template for my English paper piecing, which I think is a better size. Quite a bit smaller than these, so I should be able to use a lot more of my scraps. And I also got some neutral fabrics or cotton fabrics from the same place, and this thread, although I thought this was going to be more of a beige, and it's turned out to be grey, and I've already got a grey, but that doesn't matter. And the company that I got these from is Pelenna Patchworks. So I shall be looking forward to making some smaller hexagons with that. And that's my little sewing area. They're the shelves that Josh put up for me. And just bits and pieces in those little drawers up on the top of the cupboard. Doris, my mannequin. And obviously my writing bureau, which I love that bureau. I do want to paint it, but I haven't got any more white chalk paint at the moment, so I'm going to have to wait for that. And my little podcasting chair, and I often sit there to sew. Back round to my door, which has got one of those bathroom shelf units hooked to it, and it's full of fabric, fat quarters and my various projects that I've been working on. I'm still waiting to put the poppers on those dungarees. So there we are. This is my secret big purchase. And now Harry can't come and stay in it. He has slept in it once. They did come over for a weekend just before a couple of weeks before lockdown. So I'm looking forward to them coming to stay again soon. I was looking through Instagram last night and I came across Mariangela's feed where she had made a crocheted rainbow. Here in the UK, children are painting pictures of rainbows and putting them in their windows to show support for the NHS. And Mariangela had crocheted one from a free pattern, and she put the information on her feed, and I'm going to make one of those today. This, let me pull it down a bit. This is the pattern, and I thought it would be nice to make one of those and put them in my craft room window to support the NHS. So I have this basket full of different coloured DK weight yarn. You need DK weight yarn held, 2 strands held together to make this rainbow. And I have in front of me all the colours that I'm going to use, so I'll turn you around and show you those. So these are the colours I'm going to use. Some are out of that basket and some are from a stash of acrylic yarns I've got up in the attic. So I thought they would make a nice rainbow of colour to hang in my window. The pattern says to use a 6 or a 7mm crochet hook. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with the 6, I think, because I think I'll probably work better with that. Obviously we've got to hold the strands 2 at a time, so I'll see how well I do. I'm not going to bother doing a gauge swatch, I'm just going to go for it.